Greg? Excellent. How about that?
All right.
Oh, and they caught
ready?
me drinking on film. Oh dear.
Stop
Let me hide
drinking,
that.
dude.
Let me hide that. I don't know what that is. Hold on. This is
I
water.
got a burp like right here.
You do?
It's gonna go away. It's gone. Forget it.
Oh yeah. It's like a sneeze. Like
No,
once you
it's
acknowledge it, it's.
Welcome to another edition of BeerAmerica.tv. I'm Paul Leone with.
John Pinkerton.
There we go. Good job. And as the father of two, I should have him on my shoulder burping him. Yes, David Little.
Right, has joined us again because David knows quite a bit about beer. Actually,
No, David just likes to drink beer.
David likes to drink beer.
Any opportunity to drink beer.
And I always, like I said, and I've said in past episodes, that David is the reluctant president of the Savannah Brewers League, which just so happened tonight. There's a meeting behind us, so he's
Meeting
getting
behind us, yeah.
He's reluctantly being reelected for another 4 years.
Term. Well,
because he's here and not there.
I kind of gave him a couple of topics. I said, talks amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a bit. So, yeah.
So when we were talking about beers, usually I just pick them up and John bring them to John, and John drinks them, and that's it. But this time, David
volunteered to drink.
And also volunteered a number of really good beers. And one of them, and I wanted to include them on some of these because they have some really great stories, is this one right here by Avery, and it's called Collaboration Not Litigation.
Collaboration Not. It's
Not
actually
just Avery. Not just Avery.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not actually just Avery.
Right. Well, we can get into that part of the story. That's true. Very good
okay.
point. And they have it as it's known as a blended Belgian style ale, and blended for a reason. Correct?
It is. So two breweries involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
So Avery from Colorado and Russian River from California. Vinny Chilurzo at Russian River, Adam Avery at Avery Brewing. Both brewed a beer called Salvation. Vinny's was a dark, strong Belgian. No, I got that backwards. No, and Adams was a light or a golden strong Belgian.
But they shared the same name.
They shared the name, and they shared also the fact that they were strong.
Mm-hmm.
But unlike a lot of other industries, when they came across that they were both using the same name, instead of going to court, they said, well, let's just blend the damn beers and make something new. So
Right on.
they did, and made a completely new beer that they call Collaboration, Not Litigation Ale. So.
And it goes back to the group hug thing we were talking about with the whole brewing industry.
Have we kept-
We still haven't had the group hug thing.
We got a group hug.
Have we talked about that yet?
Yeah, we did a couple episodes ago. Were you here?
I might have been here in body, but
Well, you were here. I know you were here. I got the video. It's on the website to prove it. But we were.
Plus,
Anyway.
I'm only hanging out for the group hug. I mean,
So they came
Later.
up with this beer. So it's actually.
wait for it.
I think American craft brewers always come up with unique things, and this one's even more unique in the sense that they kind of got together and made
Absolutely.
a beer out of two beers with the same name.
They're right, and that's a big thing going on right now. Is that a lot of American craft brewers are doing collaborations together. We've got a Georgia brewery here called Terrapin that did a collaboration with a Colorado brewery called Left Hand. They did one called Terrorized, which is it's a great black lager beer. It's really good. But we also got breweries that are collaborating with Belgian brewers and German brewers, and coming up. Garrett Oliver did a collaboration with the Schneider Brewery that did
Who is, by the way, a featured brewer on BeerAmerica.tv, Garrett Oliver.
Yeah.
And I just want to interrupt and say the Brookliner Hopfenweiss
The Hopfenweiss.
is effing amazing. It's really good.
Well, we got
It's
to
really
talk.
good.
Now that you've mentioned it, we've got to get it. And so.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't want to blow up Garrett's ego or anything, but I genuinely love this beer. I really do.
Well, the beauty of that is they actually did two collaborations. They did one that was the Schneider Brooklyner, which was kind of a German with an American take, and they did the Brooklyner Schneider, which was an American with a German take. So you actually got two great beers out of it.
I
Here,
told
collaboration, not litigation,
You know
is
math.
what we're talking about. Now let's open them up and give them a shot. This is another really strong beer, 5.7% alcohol. 8.7% alcohol.
Well, actually, both the beers themselves kind of started life at around 9%. They brewed new versions of it a little lower, so it's just under 9%. But both of the Salvations that made up the beer originally were around 9%.
And again, we're reviewing these beers because it is the holiday season as we're doing this. And so these are another good example of a nice beer to have with a holiday meal.
See, just in the aroma, I can already expect that there's going to be that end note. There are some apparent notes of acidity is not an aroma, strictly speaking, but there are some indications there, and I can tell it's going to be bright.
Yeah, and you're right.
Almost,
I think
I get a little German thing off of this almost. There's a little bubble gum.
it's a Belgian-style strong ale.
Yeah, it's a blend of a golden strong and a dark strong,
Right.
which kind of gives you that medium amber color.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
That's nice, and it has a lighter finish to me, to my amateur palate, than some of the others that we've tried of the strong ales. I don't, it's kind of, I don't know, it's got a little carbonation at the end. Are you feeling any of that at all, or a slight lighter?
It's definitely, it's
Tone.
got
We
it's
shook
got some
your
fizz
bottle.
to it, but
Yeah.
It just has a different finish than some of the stronger ales than we've normally had. I'm not sure what that is.
I think it
It's a
starts fairly bright and then finishes even brighter.
Yeah.
There's some acidity there. It's not just heavily laden with that boozy character that you would expect.
Right.
from a strong-
That's probably what I'm trying to express.
One of the things that we talk about is with the alcohol strength is that part of that alcohol just provides an enormous amount of body. It's really interesting to do that comparison between the same beer. If you just find a control, pick up any beer, and then just keep adding alcohol to it. It's not so much that the alcohol is so present, but it just richens it up so much.
Right.
And what's nice about this is that the alcohol is very well integrated. I'm not getting a big boozy note up front at all. What I'm getting is that sort of a bright sort of indication there's some nice organic acids there.
Well, I think
Fruity, very fruity.
a lot of esters, a lot of good. Well, the way they actually came up with the blend is they sat down. Vinny and Adam sat down at Russian River with bottles of each of their Salvation beers. Got a little plate of food, and they got some beers. And they just started pouring. And it was like, okay, a little of this, a little of that. Let's figure out what the right mix is. And
Well, I'd say this is another great example of what would be good to drink with holiday fare, whether it's Christmas or Thanksgiving or just a nice warm weather beer. I would even think you could drink this in cooler weather as well. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's
No, absolutely.
it's not
warmer
real
weather.
heavy.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
yeah.
And so it's from Avery. It's Collaboration Not Litigation. An excellent beer. And
Props to Natalie for actually coming up with a name. So,
and it's really a unique beer in that way too. The story is. So anyway, thanks for joining us for this edition of BeerAmerica.tv. I want to give a quick shout out to the folks at Mother Earth News, and I had blogged about them earlier that they actually have some brewers on staff that write for Mother Earth News. If you're not familiar with Mother Earth News, they have a lot of serious home brewers and a master brewer, I guess, on staff, and they write a lot of great beer articles. And a lot of great beer articles on Mother Earth News, and they're kind of the Green Living magazine since 1970. So I wanted to give a little shout out to them because I think you should go there to their website. A lot of great beer articles, especially about homebrewing. So I'm Paul Leone with John Pinkerton.
Are we going to get the group hug?
Maybe just a second. Pink at BeerAmerica.tv, Paul at BeerAmerica.tv, David Little.
David,
thank you
not
very
in
much.
America.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
Group hug, little sandwich.
Oh, little sandwich. Thank you. I've had more fun. Cheers.
Oh,
And we'll have David back for more episodes because he's a wealth of knowledge.
Cheers.
So thank you. Cheers.
Damn good beer. Can I say damn?
You can say
Damn.
Can I say good beer?
It's the web. Yeah, you can say
damn.